When we say resilience, it is a capacity to bounce back from hardship, and it's usually tied to activating a stress response, but then quickly and efficiently terminating it once it's no longer needed. So this source is from the growth EQ basically. And I like this definition because it acknowledges that stress does happen. It can be helpful, it's normal, but we can also turn it off and recover, basically. And we all know that life can get us down, right? And who doesn't want to bounce back? I mean, we all want to bounce back, right? So, how can we cultivate it? But with a little intention, anybody can become more resilient. So, this is just resilience in general. So, first is to practice self compassion. So, times are hard, there's no need to be hard on ourselves. This doesn't mean that we should not assess and look at things realistically. For example, adding up the amounts of debt that we currently have or that we need to pay off, but also the need to treat ourselves with compassion and like we would as a good friend. And at the end of the day, we're doing the best that we can. So, a little self compassion is very important. Patience. This one is a tough one for me personally, but in reality, it is all good things take time, right? And if we try to recover too quickly, we may fall back into this hole. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So we have to be very patient with ourselves. The next one is we need to get moving, right? Mood follows action when we are stuck. So mood follows action. Basically, it's a little counterintuitive, as we often wait until we feel ready to do something. But often, if we take that first step, right, and if you head out of the door for some exercise, or even if you don't feel like it, just that baby step, we actually feel better afterwards. For example, let's say we start the project that we don't feel ready, and we feel accomplished afterwards, right? So, what I do is I encourage you to take action on one of the upcoming financial tips, even if you feel like you can't, right? So, very important to look at financial tips and try to get into them gradually. So, I always post tips. Basically, I posted about building financial resilience. So, try to look into those. Another thing is a strong community, right? It's tough to do things alone. You have to build your own support system. And at PaceUP, we are happy that you're part of our community. Lean on us, we're here to help you. Also, bring another friend on your financial journey. Sometimes it's good to go through this with your friend to help as well because it's supportive, it's encouraging, you build trust, you're able to open up more. Or maybe you don't feel comfortable sharing your financial situation with your friend. You don't have to, but then perhaps you can ask your friend to help to check you, make you accountable, and do a monthly check-in and say, hey, how are you doing on your financial plan? How is that going? That will help. And it's great to also get together for a coffee, and it's always good to have someone that you're celebrating your wins with. Another thing is we need to try and focus, ask for help when we need help. Basically, it's really, really important because we don't know it all. We have our day-to-day jobs, and also strong people should know that they should also be able to ask for help and not always feel they need to be that strength for everybody as well. Also, know where your strengths are, know where your limits are, and get help or coaching. So, we help a lot of our clients when it comes to coaching to help them with their financial affairs, financial investing, and any type of money worries or even money beliefs that is actually impacting them from taking that step to start investing. Reach out to your community. We're here. Your community is there for you. So it's really, really important. And let people share their strengths with you as well. There's power in sharing and in knowing. And also, it's also important to rest when needed. Very, very important. Tough times are extra taxing, right? And making sure we look after ourselves is very, very important. We start with the basics. plenty of sleep, good nutrition, and bouncing back when you're down takes extra energy. So be compassionate with yourself and make sure you're actually recharging your batteries so that you can also go the distance in that sense. And the last one I call is a tragic optimism, right? I'm sure we've all had disappointments in our lives, and we also look at it in a way where we can actually take out opportunities or wins from it. So I'm not saying you should be blindly optimistic, but you can look for the silver lining in the clouds. A setback is just a setup for a comeback, basically. Well, the original quote for this is unknown. So as always, take care of yourself. This is just resilience in general. We can help you build your financial resilience. Just let us know, contact us, and yeah, check out our dashboard on workshops that we've done on building financial resilience, because it's super important, especially now that there's a lot of things happening, and it's always important to start building financial resilience before anything happens, because it helps us to take care of contingencies. Thank you for listening.